Baldevji do? He supports Krishna. So Krishna here, as a servant, that's the most important part of it. We have to aspire to ask for service from Baldevji. And that as devotees that we should have, that I should not ask anything. Servator attitude of serving of Krishna, and this is what I can ask Baldevji, because he is very proficient, he is very happy, he is very anxious to give that to us. The next rasa is the Sakya rasa. Sakya rasa is the rasa of friendship. Baldevji and Krishna go to Govardhana hill, and as we all know, Baldev is very fast and Krishna is very slow. Krishna is very slow for various reasons. Krishna is talking to his Gopa friends, he's talking to the cows, he's playing with the cowherd boys. But Baldevji, he goes very fast, and when he crosses certain places, he wants Krishna to follow him. So every time he takes a turn, either a right turn or a left turn, he puts a mark of a plow there. And that he doesn't want Krishna to be lost anywhere. He wants Krishna to go into the right direction. Well, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He knows what is the right direction. But then this is the Sakya rasa that Baldevji has for him. So whenever he takes a turn, he puts a plow. And then Krishna understands that this is the direction that I have to go into it. While stealing, while rolling on the ground, he's always with Krishna. He slaps Krishna, he pinches Krishna, he makes fun of Krishna in front of others. There's a very nice story. Krishna, to make fun of, Balramji to make fun of Krishna. He tells him, do you know Nanda Maharaj is very fair? Yashoda Maya is also. I am your brother, I am also very fair. So do you know? So Krishna is thinking, what's happening? Why is Nanda Baba very fair? Why is Yashoda Maya very fair? Why is Baldevji fair? Why are the others fair and why am I not fair? And what does Baldev tell him? Yes. That's a very nice answer. I think a big Haribol for the little devotee here. Haribol. So Baldevji tells Krishna, it is because you're an adopted son. You're not somebody who's born in the family. They've actually got you from elsewhere. So that's Sakya rasa that they play along with. And Krishna starts crying here. And when Krishna starts crying, he goes back to Mother Yashoda. Says, Mother Yashoda, this is what Baldevji tells me. And these are the pastimes that Krishna and Baldev have in the holy dham of Raja. The Vatsalya rasa, Krishna is very playful and Baldev is very, very, very careful that he may land into trouble. There are so many asuras who are going around. They may try and trap him. He may be killed. It's just the thought, Krishna can never be killed. But this is the Vatsalya rasa that Baldevji is coming into. And on the birthday, we wouldn't call it as birthday, on the appearance day of Krishna, Krishna wants to go and play in Jamuna. And Baldevji is going to Yamuna because there is Kaliya who's there. So he calls Subala and tells Subala, hey, don't go there, I am very concerned. Why do you want to go there? So that shows the Vatsalya rasa, that's the parental love and affection that Baldevji has because he is the elder brother. Not only this, he also comes back to Mother Yashoda when Krishna is eating the dirt. And he tells Mother Yashoda, you look at it, what is he doing? And why is he doing it? That's because of out of Vatsalya rasa that really Krishna looks at. He complained to Mother Yashoda and then we all know the pastime. Mother Yashoda calls Krishna and Krishna gives her various reasons for eating mud. She says, no, I have not eaten mud. It is Baldevji who is envious of me, that's the reason he tells you all the stories. And then Krishna also tells Mother Yashoda, saying that you've taught me there are 7 mothers. And Mother Earth is also my mother. And as I drink milk from you, I am also trying to suck milk from Mother Earth. And that's why there is so much of mud on my face, dirt on my face. And because the water will not purify all the mischiefs that I have done, I am actually trying to clean it with the mud. So various reasons that Krishna gives for eating mud. It is also seen that Sanatana Goswami speaks about this in one of the commentaries, saying that why Krishna was eating mud. And Sanatana Goswami says that Balram himself is the abode and Krishna wanted to taste Balramji. That's why he is eating mud. They are so intricate. Our acharyas have given such nice commentaries and realizations. The relation between these two brothers, and especially Balramji, how much he cared for Krishna. Last but not the least, the Madhurya Rasa that Krishna and Balram share between themselves. Balramji expands as Ananga Manjari. And who is Ananga Manjari? She is the younger sister of Srimati Radharani. And while serving Krishna, Ananga Manjari is serving Radharani as well. So Ananga Manjari is serving both Radha and Krishna. And the best part about Ananga Manjari is if she is walking and she finds footprints of Srimati Radharani, she wouldn't cross over the footprints. She would take a detour. She would take another route. And Ananga Manjari, as I said, is none other than Baldevji. As younger children or younger sisters or brothers don't cross over the elders, that is where she is following that Madhurya Rasa. So this is among Krishna and Balram. Let us take a little deviation. Let's talk about the relationship that Lakshman, in Treta Yuga he came in as Lakshman. And we all know in Ramayana, Lakshman is the younger brother, and then Father Dashrath is asking Sri Ramchandraji to go to Vanvas for 14 years, and Mother Sita decides to travel with Ramchandraji. But why did Lakshman travel? Lakshman traveled because of the same servitude attitude that he had. Mother Sita had an obligation because she was Ramchandraji's Ardhangini, wife of Lord Ramachandra. Lakshman had no obligation. Lakshman could have stayed back at home saying, I will become the king, and he could have ruled. But he said, no, I'm going to come along with you, I'm going to follow. Decides to go with Lord Ramachandra and Mother Sita. And as we said, in the present generation, if the elder brother is going to forest, the younger one will always think like, okay, fine, he's leaving things behind. Let me make the best use of it, transfer everything to my name. By the time he comes back after 14 years, everything will be mine. But here we see, on the contrary, Lakshman decides to go with Lord Ramachandra and Mother Sita into the forest and serves themselves. He walks into the forest of Chitrakud, where there are big thorns, the big grass which is grown there. He goes on making place for Lord Ramachandra and Mother Sita so that they are not hurt. They find a very easy passage. There are pebbles on which he steps and clears them, and he's hurt very badly, but he never complains about this to Lord Ramachandra. And in the whole of Valmiki Ramayana that we read, Lakshman never complained about anything discomforted him, but he always kept in mind how to comfort Lord Ramachandra and Mother Sita. There was one time when Guha, he accompanied them, and then Guha accompanied them in the forest, And then Lord Ramachandra asked him, where am I going to sleep? And the answer that Guha gave us, you will sleep on the grass. Lakshman gets so furiated, he's looking at closer to Lord Ramachandra. So then there is a king who's watching him at the back. He feels that, see, this man, when they are awake, he is not trying to do anything. Now today he is trying to kill his brother and sister-in-law. And then he takes his arrow and points towards Lakshman. And when this is done, his army, the king's army which is standing at the back, realizes that he is doing something wrong. And the whole army takes the bow and arrow and points it towards the king. That he has, nobody else has. So here the difference is, the same incident is seen by others, but they interpret it in a different way. So it's a learning for devotees as to what you see is what not it could be. Not necessary that what you see is what you feel. There is something different in what you're seeing and what actually it is. So we have to be very, very careful. That's the learning that we have. Lakshman is the personification of service. This is in Treta Yuga. And Lakshman, at every point, accepted the orders of Sri Ramchandra ji. Every time, except for once. Right through from the time that they were in the childhood till they grew, they went to the forest, they came back from the forest, all of that. There's only once that Lakshman did not accept the orders of Lord Ramachandra. And when was that? Somebody from the Mataji's side? Okay. There was one more very important incident, Prabhu, where Lakshman did not, banishing Mother Sita and leaving her to the ashram. Yes, to the ashram of Valmiki. That is the only time that Lakshman objected to the orders of Lord Ramachandra. Yes. So this is the time that he actually decides, saying that I'm not going to be the younger brother next time. And that's how you see in the other yugas, he comes as elder brother. Be it Nitai or be it Baldev. Both come as elder brothers. So this is the only time that Lakshman did not heed or he did not accept the orders of Lord Ramachandra. And these are incidents which show that what is the kind of service and surrender attitude that Lakshman had or Baldev ji had towards Krishna. In the Kali Yuga that we see, Nityananda Prabhu again, he's coming in form of the elder brother, in the true sense of being elder brother of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who is telling them that you should go to every town and village and make everybody chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. So that was the first door-to-door preaching that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started. Bhakti-Viksha preaching, the Namahatta preaching that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started. And he had ordered Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur to go to every house, every town, every village and tell them to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Make devotees out of them. And once they go to this place where these two very heroic demons are there, Jagai and Madai, and what happens to them? There's no sin that these two brothers have committed. Every sin possible is committed by them. It is also said they would read Manu Samhita. This is interesting. They would read Manu Samhita and see what are the sins that they have not committed, so that they can go back and commit those sins. So there was no possible sin that they had not committed. Every possible sin that was there in mention was committed by these two brothers, Jagai and Madai. But in Nityananda Prabhu, he said, this is where I can prove the true sense of being Patita Pavan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had this name of Patita Pavan, and I would want to prove it. And that's where they go and You all know, they go and tell them that, please chant the holy name of the Lord, Mukhe Bolo Hari. And he goes and tells Jagai and Madai. And what happens? Madai picks up a bottle of liquor, and it's actually pot or liquor, whatever you call it as. And he tries and kills Nityananda Prabhu, tries to kill Nityananda, throws it at him, and he's bleeding. Well, if we all feel that at that point of time Nityananda Prabhu was very weak and he couldn't do anything, and that's the reason that he got this pot hit to him and he was bleeding. No, that's the wrong understanding that we have. The true understanding of this comes where Nityananda Prabhu saw that Jagai and Madai, how much ever you encourage them, they will not go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sees that Nityananda Prabhu, who's very, very dear to him, if he sees Nityananda Prabhu being insulted, being hurt, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come all the way to the place where Nityananda Prabhu is. And that's the place where Jagai and Madai are there. So liberate these two Rakshasas, two Asuras, Jagai and Madai. Nityananda Prabhu took this hurt or took this insult of Jagai and Madai. So intricately, if we understand this, how merciful can Nityananda Prabhu be? How merciful Baldev can be? How merciful Lakshman can be? There is absolutely no comparison. There is absolutely no comparison to the mercy that they have towards the fallen souls and to execute the orders of Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Ramachandra, etc. Balram and Lakshman are the two furious forms, whereas Nityananda Prabhu is the softer version, soft like butter. Simply serving selflessly makes him Adi Guru. Somebody said in the starting, who is Baldev? Baldev is the Adi Guru. Just because he is serving selflessly, he has never, in any of the avatars that we see, he has never had any of those things where he is doing it for himself. It is selfless serving, and that's what makes him Adi Guru. He is actually a very transparent medium. Why did Garga Muni give him the name of Balaram? He is ready to give the spiritual strength so that we can reach Rama. Bala means spiritual strength. Rama. Bala, Rama. He gives us the spiritual strength that we can reach Rama. So that's how he derives the name, or that's how Garga Muni gave him the name of Balarama. He also has another name called Ananta. Ananta is unconceivable, inconceivable, limitless. Sankarshana. Sankarshana means attracted towards the womb of Devaki. Attracted towards the womb of Rohini from Devaki. That's how it is given. He's also called as Rohini Nandana, the son of Rohini. Being the servant is the teaching that we actually take from Balram, which is very, very important on this auspicious day. If we can pray the lotus feet of Baldevji, saying that the only thing that I ask you today and the only thing that I ask you forever is, can I be a servant? Nobody in the material world wants to be a servant. Everybody wants to be a boss. Everybody else should be my servant and I should be the boss. But the learning that we get from the Pasad of Baldevji is saying that we have to become servant of the Lord. We have to become servant of the devotees. If you become a good servant of a devotee, then you can easily become a servant of the Lord. To get the mercy of Lord Krishna, Balramji plays a very, very important role. It may not be wrong that Baldevji is the Ichha Shakti avatar. Whatever Krishna desires, that's the Ichha Shakti avatar of Krishna is Baldevji. Whatever is the desire of Lord Krishna is fulfilled by Baldevji. There are very many other small stories, quickly we will go through it. The fight between Sugriva and Vali. What happens during the fight between Sugriva and Vali? Sugriva comes to Lord Ramachandra and he says, I want you to kill Vali because he's taken over my whole kingdom, he's taken over my wife, he's taken over my family, and Ramachandra feels very sad about it. And he says, yes, I promise you that I will help you. But when the fight begins, he says, go and fight with your brother, I'm going to kill your brother. Lord Ramachandra says, I'm going to help you kill your brother. But when Sugriva and Vali fight, they're not able to distinguish between the two. Why? Twin brothers, same build, same size, same looks, same everything. Lord Ramachandra is waiting there to see, how do I kill Vali? But till the time the fight ends and Sugriva comes and tells Lord Ramachandra saying that you promised and you never kept up your promise. So he says, I'm sorry, I want to keep up my promise, but then both of you look so alike, I don't know who is Vali and who is Sugriva. Then who comes to rescue? Lakshmanji comes to rescue. He gives us garland to Sugriva to identify, and then Lord Ramachandra kills Vali, and that's how Sugriva gets the mercy of the Lord. Another story from our yesteryears, again, very short story. Raghunath Das Goswami, he tried quite a bit to take shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu multiple times. We all know, I will not go into too much of details, but then he tried many times to get shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but every time he was not able to complete it. And then it's just because of the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu that he could get shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We know the pastimes very well. Krishna Leela, again, one example, one small story. Devaki had this opportunity of having Krishna in her womb. And this was possible only because Balramji had cleared the womb. And he had actually entered the womb of Devaki and cleared the Shatagarbha Asuras. There were 6 Asuras which were earlier there in the womb of Mother Devaki, and Balramji was the only one who cleared them. And this is also compared to the 6 anarthas that we all have. In any life, if we have to have mercy of the Lord, it is very important to have mercy of Guru. And mercy of Guru can be had only through the Adi Guru. Unless you have mercy of Guru, you cannot reach Krishna. Unless you have mercy of Baldevji, you cannot reach Krishna. So Baldevji gives us the shelter. So we have to pray at his lotus feet saying that please give us the shelter and help us progress in our spiritual endeavor. He represents the Guru Tattva and destroys all our anarthas. We have to simply pay for it. Just simply pray to him, saying that I'm a fallen soul. I have come into the wrong place. I want to go back. I want to attain the lotus feet of Krishna. And if I have to attain the lotus feet of Krishna, it is only you who can guide me. It is only through you I can reach Krishna. And that's Baldevji. And to reach Baldevji, as I said, he is Adi Guru. You have to have a bona fide spiritual master, a Guru, who will help you progress in Krishna consciousness. So I will end my conversation here. I did have a couple of other things, but I think we are running short of the time. So I will end the discussion on Baldevji here. A wonderful opportunity for all of us to pray at the lotus feet of Guru and Krishna that give us bhakti through Baldevji. If you have any questions, probably I'll take one question, and then His Grace Ankul Keshav Prabhu would like to make a comment.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Somebody can put it on there. नहीं चालू नहीं है वो. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Once Prabhupada was sitting with his disciple in Krishna Balam temple. After seeing Krishna and Balaram deities, he asked his disciple, who is strong? Krishna is strong or Balaram is strong? Everybody said, Balaram is strong. And Balaram is strong. But Prabhupada said, no, Krishna is strong. You see, Balaram's hand is Yes, no, this thing.
Proceed with the programs.